All right, let's make some edibles.
Yay!
Woo!
Yeah!
If I can keep from breaking it. All right, so to start off, we're gonna make infused corn syrup tonight.
Corn?
Corn syrup, yes. Confused corn syrup. Just my typical Friday night. So to start out with, I have some corn syrup. Let's go ahead and turn that off. That's hot enough. So I have some corn syrup in this nice little measuring cup right here, right? And here I have cannabis. So I did this before the show because we don't have an oven here. You have to decarboxylate cannabis or cannabis oils before you put them in anything you're going to consume. Otherwise, they won't work. So that means basically that you take the little carbon ring off of the THC molecule. Does anybody follow me yet? Okay, cool. There we go. Woo! Hot. All right. So it takes the carboxyl ring off of the THC molecule, making it readily bioavailable to the human body and the canine body. You know, I've learned that with my dog. It's been a fun process of like learning his milligrams because he's a big dog, and I usually like water it down with some CBD, but the last time, the monkey. But the last time I gave him an edible to keep him calm while I was out of the house, I came home and he had thrown up everywhere. So it's a process learning for animals, not so much humans because I just eat as much as I can. But so I went ahead and decarboxylated this before I came in and mixed it with my good little friend sunflower lecithin. So what sunflower lecithin is basically, it's an emulsifier. So it makes it to where you can mix oil with water, because they don't typically mix. Yeah, so what that does is it breaks down the cannabis oil into the corn syrup and like breaks it up. It gets the droplet size smaller. So why would droplet size be any kind of important? Droplet size is the droplets of oil that are suspended in the medium, like the corn syrup. So Tracy, why do you think that would be important?
I don't know.
Yeah, I used to be a teacher, so like...
Surface area.
Yeah, there you go. Caesar.
It's like more evenly distributed.
Exactly. Surface area. So it makes it more bioavailable by making the droplets smaller and dispersing them more evenly through the liquid. So we're going to, since I've already started heating this up, so it's a little bit more viscous. That's a fun word, right?
Love viscous.
All right. So I'm just going to add the oil.
Is the grunting part of it?
Yeah. No, if you don't grunt in the kitchen, what the fuck are you even doing?
That's how you know he's making it with love.
Yeah, exactly. So the next thing, this is my favorite tool in the kitchen. It's a blender. So this is an immersion blender, meaning you can immerse it in something and blend. So whenever you mix this up with the immersion blender, oh, that's hot. Okay. We're gonna pull this out, and you can see the oil is just like a little blob sitting right at the top, right? So we're gonna take this. That's hot. You're not doing it right if it doesn't fart, right? Alright, so as you can see, it makes a pretty homogeneous mix. That's a fun word, right? Homogeneous. Oh, okay, cool. So we're going to put that back in the water. There, that's perfect. Alright, so we need to do that about 7 more times every 15 minutes. Do y'all have some time? You got time? Okay, cool. But I don't, so I'm going to put it in my magic time machine. Let it travel through the future and catch up with us. And pull it out covered in saran wrap. It's amazing how my time machine will do that.
That was some Rachel Ray shit.
Rachel Ray ain't got nothing on me. She's a mushrooms girl. Alright, so there we go. This will be the foundation for everything that we make tonight because this is absolutely loaded. I've put about, let's see, so I took some out of it, so I've got to remember what all I did. So there's about 1,500 milligrams in here. Anybody want to just like, no? Alright, well, so since we've finished with that, let's get Ceasar up here to tell us some jokes.
Thank you for the very smooth transition. That was like butter. No, that was fun, JT. Give it up for JT. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think my favorite part was just watching him like stumble around back here. It's like when Hagrid went to Harry's house. He just like didn't fucking fit anywhere. It's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm Ceasar Gonzalez, comedian extraordinaire. I don't know. I just started that sentence. I feel weird, guys. I feel weird. I left my kid at home while I was here. I've got a 12-year-old kid, and like I've really got to keep an eye on him because I caught him looking up porn on his cell phone recently. Yeah, I was not like emotionally prepared for this, but it happened. He started looking it up. But like I'm a responsible parent. I've got the blocks on his cell phone and shit like that. But I thought my son's porn search terms were very interesting. Would you like to hear what my sweet little 12-year-old baby boy, Maddox Apollo Gonzalez's first porn search terms were? Absolutely. My son's first porn search ever. Boobs. It's a strong first move, if you ask me. That is right down the pipe. That is a red-blooded American porn search term right there. But we got him blocked. We shut that shit down. So he tried to evade it. He tried to get smart. He tried to get tricky. My son's second porn search term ever, naked people. Just like, fuck it, give me some flesh. I will figure it the fuck out. Alright, I will sort it out. But the block is smart. It shut that one down too. My son's third search term though, naughty schoolgirls. Yeah, that shit escalated real quick. And I didn't know you could have a schoolgirl fetish while you're in school. That seems like I don't know, that's weird. So he, the worst part is, guys, it's not that he searched naughty schoolgirls, it's that he spelled naughty with an O.
Aww.
Yeah, it's not how you do that, folks. But some of you help your friends out. Yeah, so I had set him straight. I was like, listen, Maddox, naughty is not spelled that way. Spell it Knotty. Now he fucking loves trees. No, wait, sorry. He loves fucking trees. Is what I'm to say. Yeah. A little high, got that mixed up. No, it's cool. It's cool having a kid. God, I am gonna have to go to the phone because I have things written down. This is what happens. I was like a well-oiled machine 4 months ago, but then we've all been fucking just sitting on our asses. I don't know, have you guys been busy or have you guys been doing this essentially just at home? Yeah, this at home, exactly. Alright, good. I love Game of Thrones, and I think that we should go by Game of Thrones rules in this household, or in this country. We will start here right now, and then we'll work our way out.
Leave chamber walls.
And listen, I don't want to just go by Game of Thrones rules because my sister is hot. That is unrelated. No, I think it's cool that they name their bastards based off of like where they grew up, like what part of the country. I think that would be fun to do in America, you know? Like if you're a bastard from Colorado, your last name would be microbrewery. You know, if you're in Wisconsin, your last name would be cheese. And, you know, I just think it'd be a lot of fun, you know, like listen, we're gonna storm this goddamn castle. Or my name isn't John Percocet of Tallahassee, Florida. Oh, guys. taking a hard right. Did you guys know that the president gets a Secret Service detail for life? So like long after the president, they've got people guarding him. Which means for the last like 40, 45 years, we've been actively preventing the assassination of Jimmy Carter. Who in the fuck is trying to kill Jimmy Carter? Nobody. Jimmy Carter's biggest like worry right now is like stairs. Just it's all gravity based for him at this point. Like, what do you do if you're Jimmy Carter's Secret Service detail? Like, cut up his food in the morning and change the tennis balls on his walker, and you're good. Take a fucking nap. He will be too. It's fine. We're speaking of we're going to keep on the presidential term. Does anybody know who William Henry Harrison is? So William Henry Harrison is our nation's shortest serving president. He only lasted 30 days in office. And the old story with him is he gave like the longest inauguration speech ever, 2.5 hours in the rain. In 2020 terms, 2.5 hours is like 7 episodes of The Office back to back. That is 2 full Netflix Are You Still Watching cycles and 1 additional episode. Which, yeah, if you do that, you're clinically depressed, get help, we love you. It's too much. It's too much of The Office. So he did a 2.5 hour speech. They said he caught pneumonia and then died 30 days in office. Which is like so embarrassing. Imagine giving the longest speech ever and then like, it's like, I would imagine like a date with William Henry Harrison. He's going to talk a big game all night if I was going to eat your pussy. And he's going to come immediately and just fall asleep. That's the William Henry Harrison move. So it turns out people looked at it with like a modern lens to see like what really happened with him. Why did he die? And it turns out that William Henry Harrison died of cholera, which you only get from ingesting the poop of somebody with cholera. Now, how did that poop get in the president's mouth, you may wonder? Was William Henry Harrison an early ass-to-mouth pioneer? Unfortunately for Mrs. Harrison, no, he was not. Turns out they didn't have a sewage system in Washington, D.C. in the 1870s. That's embarrassing a little bit. So it turns out, yeah, what they would do when people would shit, they had shit in a hole. Guy would come by, scoop it out, toss it in a cart, and then dump it in the river because we were dumb as fuck back then. Just tossing the poop in the river. Poop got into his water. William Henry Harrison drank it, died 30 days in office. And it's sad. It makes us sound like fucking Haiti. Like we have people dying from presidents dying of poop water. Embarrassing. I kept looking into this stuff. Turns out 2 presidents later, James K. Polk also died from cholera. Our next president, Zachary Taylor, died from cholera. We lost 3 presidents in a decade to poop. We've only lost 4 presidents ever to bullets. It's not a great average, is what I'm trying to say. So before you get all fucking high and mighty about being American, I know not a lot of people are right now, but if you were thinking about it, just 3 presidents in a decade to poop. All right, we'll do talk about one more thing and I'll get going. It's really hot. I don't know. I haven't worn underwear in like fucking 6-7 weeks. Just at this point, just balls out. It's lovely. But I take that to when I sleep. I like to sleep naked. It's great. Keeps everything flowing. But I read a story that the average person while they're sleeping swallows 8 spiders in their lifetime. And like that's scary enough, but I sleep ludicrous style. Face down, ass up. Yeah, I'm not swallowing those spiders. They are taking a different water spout. So I came up with a plan. So I'm not going to stop sleeping naked. Not in my goddamn castle. When I went to bed after reading that fact, took a penny, put it right on my butthole. It's shaped just like a manhole cover, folks. I don't know what the fuck you thought. It's a good idea. You know what? I know it's a good idea because I woke up the next day, no penny in my butt. I fucked that joke up. Oh, I fucked the joke up. Because I say no spider in my butt, and then There was a penny in my butt, guys. That's really where that was going. Oh, son of a bitch. Son
I like the
of
no
a
penny in my
bitch.
butt better.
Yeah, no penny in my butt.
Not today.
God damn it. I have to do like a whole different joke now. That's, You guys are getting some one-liners because I'm so disappointed in myself right now. Guys, I recently slammed my arm in the door and I was worried I was going to become a warehouse. I drew blood. It was terrible. This is what you get. I fuck up a joke. This is what you guys get. You know what? It's not fair. You know, a nickname can really like stigmatize somebody. You know, you set one Muppet on fire, and you're just forever known as the Bunsen burner. It's not cool. If you ever meet a Mexican with a Russian first name, that's a Cuban. It's a different group of people. I think it's weird that we call gay Republicans log cabin Republicans when we should call them Nancy Reagans. Alright, that's fine. I just see butthole spiders staring at me on my notes, just mocking me right now. Guys, I was recently deputized by the Colorado Springs Police Department to help escort women from the bar to their vehicle at the end of the evening. I am the world's first registered sex defender.
Hey.
Yeah, that's what they figured out. Like, hey, if all these people playing offense, nobody's playing any fucking defense. So, I'm here to help out. All right, that's all for me. I'm Ceasar Gonzalez. Y'all have a good night.
Give it up for Ceasar, everybody. Who says taking 4 months off of stage doesn't do anything to you? Killing it, Smalls. I don't know what the fuck to do with this thing. We have never had a mic stand in this place, ever. Like, I think there might have been one in the old days when we had downstairs, but besides that, mic stands have been a commodity. Alright. Yeah. I'm just projecting back in teacher mode. Oh, that's when I lost my fucking syringe. I had to shoot up before this and...
Wait, what?
Oh. 1 second. Somebody sing.
That dog! You got find a way! Not back all the words that I've heard you, and you stay.
Drag show.
Alright, so I've lost everything.
I'd imagine that's part of cooking while
Yeah,
high, right?
here. This
He edits all this stuff out of the internet show.
Yeah.
You
You
get
don't
the
get to see
behind
any of
the
this
scenes.
bullshit except if you're on the live. Alright, so I have the syringe that got Bruce Jenner pregnant. Alright, so now we're gonna make some. If I can catch my breath real quick. I've been here for 4 years. 4 years today, actually. This is my 4-year anniversary. I've been in Colorado for 4 years, and I still lose my breath like standing up, or that's COVID. I don't know.
Don't you?
Well, I'll find out who has it in a minute, right? Nobody's wearing masks. Alright, so I'm going to eyeball this since I can't find the fucking measuring cup that I brought to measure with. It happens, you know? Now I need like this kind. I put it down somewhere. You know, like this is my life. I set shit down and never find it. Earlier, I set my phone down and it was in my hand. Searched for like 5 minutes. Is that it? Oh, never mind. I have something else in it.
Okay.
Fuck it. All right, cool. So we are going to take I'm guessing this is like a 24-ounce jar. So I'm trying to make like a cup. So I think that's about a cup in there. Either it's gonna be fucking loaded. Here, we're gonna get 2 ounces out of here.
It's gonna be okay. Sharks and marshmallow drinks.
There we go. It's very viscous. There's one. All right. So we're going to infuse with fart noises. And then I'm going to shake the living shit out of it.
Shake, shake, shake.
So, I'm going to put this in some shots. Yeah.
Woo!
Who wants a shot? So with this, you can put this in coffee. Like I keep this around my house just to, you know, drink straight if I need to. If it's a rough day. But yeah, I keep this around the house all the time. You can use it in coffee, you can use it in drinks, like whatever you want to. Yes, sir.
What's that stuff in the bottle? I don't think he told
This
us.
one?
No.
Oh, this is toasted marshmallow syrup. It's Monin. You can get it at like Walmart, or usually have it and stuff like that. But I ordered it off Amazon, you know, because I do that. Amazon's still up and running, right? Yep. All right, so today I went to 3 different Walmarts and a Target trying to find a fucking drink shaker. Guess how many had a fucking drink shaker? Target had a drink shaker, but somebody had stolen the lid off of it, like the cap. So it had the tumbler and the strainer, but no like cap. So I'm like, I can totally picture myself with some saran wrap, shaking that son of a bitch on stage, and it goes everywhere. All right, so I need to mix up some shots, and everything is missing. Does anybody see some red Solo cups anywhere? Because they didn't have cocktail glasses. So, okay, what I did find... Yay!
Right.
Oh, there's so much glass.
I played softball for 0 years. So am I. Alright, so... Of course my... Hey, B.
What's up?
Is that Yoo-hoo in the fridge up there?
That's what he said.
Awesome.
You ready?
So does anybody know, you know, of course, I could find martini glasses at Target. Because of course you can find martini glasses at Target. But they didn't have any shot glasses. So I improvised. Does anybody know what the lines on a Solo cup mean?
Yeah.
What do they mean, Tracy?
Yeah, so they're like measured out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So this one, I think what they've done here, these are like fancy new Solo cups. I think they've done like the pattern changes halfway up instead of having a line. So I think that means that's the wine line and then the beer line. So I was just like looking at that like they've gotten innovative. So okay, let's make some shots.
Ooh. Shout out to Red Solo.
So yes sir.
What's that thing? The chrome thing that you just sat down. What is that thing?
This is a jigger.
A what now?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that word still? Because it's not the bad word, but it's reminiscent of it. Let's call it the shot glass, okay? So
I got you.
I have a shot glass here, and I put.
You turned so red.
I put about an ounce of corn syrup in here, and I had 1,500 milligrams in here. So that's about 250 in here total.
Oh my god.
Let's put 2 shots in.
Chocolate so love in the square.
It smells like weed and marshmallows. Alright, so we got our toasted marshmallow. We're going to take our chocolate milk. And instead of shaking, we're going to stir. Because I couldn't find a shaker. Is that right? Okay, cool. All right. Who wants a shot? John, come on up here.
Oh no.
Yes, you do. Come here. Caesar.
Yeah.
The thrill.
Peggy?
Peggy. I thought you were calling Tracy.
Tracy?
Cheers, everyone. It's
Well, wait,
clink,
no,
clink.
let everybody
Okay,
do it.
fine.
I mean, right?
You have
Listen,
enough for the
you're
whole
not to
bottle?
tell jokes to
Try
these
some,
people.
everybody, come on up.
No!
I'll make more if I need to.
I only have some of his extra, so I'm pretty content.
Well, yeah, that's perfect. I think I have 2 more.
Tracy, oh.
I'm kidding.
Boom, there you go. Enjoy.
Where's yours?
You know what?
Like,
I'll mix up another one just for you.
Another one right now.
Cheers!
When I
It's a
count.
holiday.
Cheers, yeah. Cheers. Mom's up.
That looks delightful.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
Oh my god.
Let me help you with your faces too.
Can't go wrong.
Really?
Like,
I'll put
it's
some
so good.
too.
It's like a happy peep, you know what I mean?
There you go. Have fun with that. All right, so since we did that, let's get Kelly Tracey up here to
Yeah.
tell some jokes.
Yay!
Guys, I don't get high a lot. When I do, I talk about sharks. So if at any point during my set you would rather just talk about fucking sharks, let me know. Fuck my ego, let's go shark conservation. Epaulets can fucking walk. There's a global pandemic, but sharks are walking. I'm just letting you guys know, shift fire, that's it. I've been feeling a little irritable recently. So I broke down, I went and saw my doctor, and it turns out that I am bipolar and have PTSD. So, woo! What a relief. I just thought I was a bitch, which I am, but at least now it's clinical. The PTSD diagnosis was really confusing. I've never been to a war zone. My husband deployed to Iraq 5 times, and all he ever came home with was a great tan and a boner. The bipolar diagnosis was a little less surprising. You know, there were signs over the years like taking ecstasy before my son's 3rd grade performance of the Nutcracker. Don't feel sorry for him. He's not the one who wandered on stage with glow sticks and embarrassed himself. Hypersexuality is a really common side effect of bipolar disorder. I once stole a camel from a nativity scene and took lewd photos with it for my Aladdin erotica site. That shit went viral. Nowadays, it may only take one Kardashian to break the internet, but in 1999, it required a very strong dial-up connection and 5 camel toes. That's a thinker. I am bisexual, and not just for the attention. A lot of my family members think that my sexuality is because of the bipolar disorder, and they're probably right. If it hadn't been for all those unstable years of poor decision making, I definitely would have just been a lesbian. It's really hard dating women when you're bisexual. I am not gay enough to date lesbians.
No, it's not.
It's like every dick I've ever had offsets every Georgia O'Keeffe exhibit I've ever been to. I will give you my Instagram handle. My ex is a lesbian. She had never been with a man before. She would ask me about my sexual experiences with men and get pretty grossed out by the genitalia, and then be like, now ram me with that dildo. The veiny one. So when you're bisexual and you're trying to date another bisexual woman because you can't date lesbians, you kind of have to find the unicorn, right? Somebody that you connect with emotionally, physically, spiritually, banging tits. And if you can't find that person, you are stuck dating bi-curious women. And the way that I feel about dating bi-curious women is the way that I think most men feel about having a female president. I get it. I get the apprehension completely. Like, sure, she can pull off the smart pantsuit, but does she have the experience to get the job done? Do I really want her to learn it on my face? Let's just get another dude up in there for another 4 years. Very technically, I actually identify as sapiosexual, which by definition means I am sexually attracted to intelligence. So in practical application means I do not date in Fountain. The great thing about being bisexual is you do get to lose your virginity twice. Once to a guy, once to a strap-on. So the first time I lost my virginity, I don't want to brag, but it was to the captain of the high school bowling team. He rocked a soul patch and a shocker sticker on the back of his teal Honda Civic. He was the greatest thing to ever happen in my sex life. Like, he really inspired me to start sleeping with women. Guys like him are responsible for half the crowd at Melissa Etheridge concerts. The second time I lost my virginity, I was at a Melissa Etheridge concert. Classic rock, guys. Lilith Fair. Come on, bring it back. I didn't know how to come out to my family. It was 2003. Ricky Martin was still straight. So I did what any other red-blooded, half-gay American would do. I joined the Army. I wanted to join the Navy, but I'm not full gay. Being bisexual in the military is great, though. You know, 50% of the girls are gay, 100% of the guys are horny. It's a lot like Comic-Con, only everybody's wearing the same stupid costume. Really? And a pot club. Comic-Con. Didn't go. Okay, that's fine. Sharks? Anybody? Sharks? Tell you all about them. I am married to a man, though. I met him in the Army, and he is from Utah. So when we first got together, I assumed he was Mormon, which was exciting. Like, who wouldn't want their own sister wife? He's Catholic, and they prefer the term side piece. We have 2 boys. They do not know about my relationships with women, although they have started to question the number of aunts that they have. And how come they're all Latina? I'm going to head out after this one, guys. But it was pretty crazy when I married my husband. You know, a lot of people thought that I had kicked the pussy for good, when in reality, I just like nice things. And I know 2 women could never make as much as one white guy. I'm Tracy Kellett. Thank you.
Tracy Kellett, everybody.
Yeah!
Set that on my desk. Oh shit, that fucking lamp is gonna kill me. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good time so far?
Woo! Woo!
Alright, so we've got our infused toasted marshmallow syrup we're gonna set over there for later. Oh, B, could you do me a huge favor and bring the measuring cup that's in the fridge back there to me? Thank you so much.
What did you remember to bring?
This too?
Yes, please.
It's like a hive mind.
Do you want to see some of those?
You know, I told y'all this was the first time I've ever done this shit, so I don't know why you expected anything. All right. I don't even know why. John, could you do me a favor? Could you fill this with water for me? Seriously, like, for the past 3 days, all I've been doing is, like, writing out lists and, like, this is what I need to do between each fucking thing, you know, like, fuck it. It never works out, right? Yeah,
All the way.
that's fine. Alright, so... Shit, why does everything disappear on me? Does anybody see a large mason jar anywhere?
A large jar?
Mason
Yes.
jar.
Oh, I put it in the freezer, that's right. So, I did literally like 2 dabs today too, because I'm like, there's so much shit I'm gonna have to fucking keep straight. I don't know why I thought that I'd keep anything straight at all. I'm not straight. Thank you so much, dear. Alright, so here we have 1 liter of chilled water. Oh. Alright, and to that liter of chilled water, we are going to add calcium chloride. So what this is going to do is, this is it, yeah. This is infused coconut cream, which I used on this. I'm just, instead of using the fucking time machine, I'm just going to give you a recap. I used that in this, and now this is infused. So, it's the measuring cup issue. So, in this, I've also added 5 grams of sodium alginate. So this is now an alginated mixture, if I don't knock everything over. This is now an alginated mixture. So we're going to drop this alginated mixture into the calcium water to make sphericated, what would you call it? What's that shit that comes out of fish?
Caviar.
Caviar, there you go. You know, it's just a brain fart. My brain has had gas all day. Alright, so we're going to put 5 grams of sodium, or calcium chloride. No, that's a, yeah, calcium chloride. It's like weighing drugs, but not. Alright, cool. So, this is a nifty little spoon that's made just for getting the little caviars out of the water. So we're just going to stir that around, make sure everything's dissolved. Just keep stirring and stirring and stirring. It takes forever to stir. I don't know why I didn't do this before.
See, this part on
Yeah.
the online show would be time-lapsed.
Yeah, there you go. So
music that you did or something? Yeah.
use the button. It's on the screen. It's actually like in the upper right hand corner. So in the screen in your mind, press the upper right hand corner, and we're going to time lapse it. And all right, cool. That's enough. All right, so the alginate makes any kind of mix like real thick, like not as viscous. Word for the night. Not as viscous. So I'm going to take my little turkey baster here and suck up the white cream into it.
Why did you say that out loud?
To be turned into little balls. Alright. So the funny thing about the white creamy mixture is if you drop it too close to the water, it makes little tails, so they legit look like little sparkles. Alright. And if you'd like to come up and look at the process, I more than invite you to. So we're just going to drop this into the water. we're not getting too many sperms. So if you notice that you're getting like tails on them, you want to lift it up a little bit so like
Oh, one looks like a little penis.
doesn't it? Aw, reminds me of my ex. Very little. Oh, okay. So yeah, if you notice they've got too much of a tail on them, you're probably holding it too close. So you want to give it a little room there, and just let them free fall into the water. And they're going to form, hopefully, a little skin on them. Ooh, that was a big one. And then about each tablespoon will be about 35 milligrams. Alright, this obviously takes for fucking ever. Well, while I'm doing this, why don't we get John Brown up to tell us some more jokes?
Yeah! Fuck yeah!
I'm just going to stand back here dripping while you're...
These are dangerous times, people. We have to take precautions. I just touched that filthy ass microphone. I don't trust these two. Or the company they keep.
We have a bottle of hand sanitizer.
It was a bit. Don't worry about it. I don't give a fuck. Like, I wear a mask when I'm out in public because I'm a considerate person, but I don't give a shit if you wear a mask or not. I don't give a fuck. Can we shut up about it? I hope my grandma dies this year. Fuck.
Fucking real.
That's right. I don't give a... By the way, this is how all comedy shows should go from now on. We should break up the momentum entirely with fucking 10 minutes of chemistry class. That's amazing. We're all having a good time, having some laughs. JT's up here desalinating shit. What was that word you said? Decarbonization or something?
Decarboxylation.
Decarboxylation. Cool.
He lives in Pueblo. I mean, like, it's okay.
What? Are you talking to Oh, she said, hey, B, not JB. But I am a crippling narcissist, so I heard JB and had to stop. What's up, Sam? Make some noise for Sam, everybody. Sam, if you don't know, works at Chipotle. Do you still work there, Sam? Should I have not announced that? Go see Sam at Chipotle and tip him, because that place is a shithole to work for, from what I understand. Hope corporate doesn't watch the Dabsolutely Delicious YouTube channel. Get Sam fired for the company he keeps. Actually, I do have to praise Chipotle, because I think Chipotle perfected the tortilla, because I think the burrito is the most perfect food in all of history. You take a bunch of food and you wrap it in some other food, and then that's it. That's fucking perfect. It's very environmentally conscious. It's efficient. If you like know what you're doing, you don't even need a fucking napkin. You just mouth it and it's gone. You practice that like bite and suck technique to keep the shit out of your beard, so you can eat a burrito while you're driving. Chipotle perfected the tortilla, because a burrito is only as good as the tortilla. If you got a fucked up tortilla, you got a fucked up burrito. And at Chipotle, they overstuff that shit with way too much rice and horse meat and lettuce that's cut in the wrong direction. Why do they cut the lettuce in that direction? So no matter what kind of piece of lettuce you got the big thick white heart piece in the middle of it. Fucking up my burrito. Screwing up the texture consistency throughout my burrito. One time I went to Chipotle, and just by a fluke of happenstance, they were rolling up my burrito and the tortilla split down the side. And this fucking professional behind the counter just took the whole thing, tortilla and all, slapped it on top of another tortilla, and wrapped that shit up, free tortilla.
And I got to the register, I'm like, no, I do not want to donate $1 to children's cancer research. I want you to give that $1 to that legend down there who just fucking gave me a free tortilla without skipping, losing one piece of cilantro rice or horse meat. What is it? That shit is not steak, bro. I don't know how they cook it to make it that tender. I know guys that work at steakhouses who makes that shit is not steak. That's like pressed sawdust and protein and chicken bouillon or some shit. I don't know what to talk about, you guys. What have you guys been doing during all this bullshit? What are you doing to stay sane? Me? Pornography. You guys need to raise your kids better, I'll tell you that much. That's a weird transition, I understand.
Yeah, it was.
But here's the thing. I don't like the whole stepsister, stepmom thing that's going on Pornhub. It's fucked up. And I have a theory that that's happening because your fucking kids are on Pornhub and they're from broken homes and they want to fuck their stepsisters and their stepmoms, and that's what they're searching for on Pornhub. So raise your kids better, that's all I'm saying. It's not like a fleshed out idea, you guys. I go on there and it's all like, oh, stepsister got stuck in the dryer. And like the preview is like some kid who looks like he's 14 years old, but he's got a fucking giant dick. It's porn. It's the front page of Pornhub. It's not like I'm searching for the shit. It's your fault because you raised your kids shitty. Caesar. You need to talk to Maddox. I had a similar experience with my nephew. He searched for boobs, and then the second one was sexy boobs, which made me wonder what he saw on that first one. Like, oh, no, not those. I want the sexy ones. The internet is good for traumatizing sexual experiences, I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to elaborate on that thought. You guys have all been there. I remember the world before the internet where you had to hide your porn under your bed and shit. Now we all carry a booby delivery device around in our pocket with us. I got a new phone not that long ago. I got a Samsung Galaxy Note 9 is what I got. It's fucking big like that. It's got a big ass HD screen. And so I did what you do with the big ass HD screen. I went looking for some pornography. And my favorite porno site is Google Images with the safe search turned off. And I'm fuck you, man. He called me a boomer. I'm not a boomer. I am firmly Gen X. 1978. Which to all you fuckers means I'm a boomer, apparently. Because I graduated high school before the year 2000. I feel like I'm really endearing myself to you guys. So I went to my favorite porn site, which is Google Images with the safe search turned off. And I searched for naked tits. Now, with a new phone, you have to program in words like tits, because it doesn't have curse words and filthy words in it. You have to like type it in, and it'll ask you if you want to save it, and you have to save the word tits. I had not done this yet, so it auto-corrected to naked tots. And I didn't notice that until I had already pushed the little magnifying glass button and searched the entire expanse of human knowledge for Google Images of naked tots. And now, as per the court order, I'm here to tell you guys about it. I wonder if it would have been better if I just put in like big oily tots, if that would I don't fuck with menudo. I mean, I love Mexican food like I was talking about before. Most of this is burritos. This is all like burritos and emotional eating. Like I'm still carrying my parents' divorce around in my tits. But that's a sad one. That made me laugh when I wrote it, but every time I say it out loud, people are like, damn. I was judging him for being fat a second ago, now I feel bad. JT, how's it going back there? Hulk smash?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm kind of high and I'm losing my train of thought. How am I doing on time?
Doing great.
What was I talking about?
Menudo.
Menudo, yeah, fuck Menudo, man. And specifically, I'm talking about the food, not the 80s boy band. And I love Mexican food, dude. I love burritos are the perfect food. I already talked about it. Sometimes I do the burrito trifecta. I'll have a breakfast burrito for breakfast. I'll have a lunch burrito for lunch, and then I have a dinner burrito for dinner. That one's smothered. That's how you know it's a dinner burrito. And I don't fuck with Menudo. Now some people out here are thinking, John Brown, you haven't tried my Menudo. Somebody's thinking every show, every time I talk about this, somebody talks to me after, you haven't tried my abuelita's recipe. Well, fuck your abuelita extra. That's what I'm saying. Because here's why. Because you set me up for disappointment. You told me that your recipe is going to change 42 years of experience and opinion. That shit even smelled good when you handed me the bowl, but when I took a sip, it's still salty poop water with rubber bands in it. I don't fuck with Menudo. I think Menudo is a prank that Mexicans pull on white people. That's what I think. That's right.
Explain chitlins, man.
I don't even know what chitlins are, dude.
Exactly.
What are chitlins? Somebody tell me.
The same thing. It's the American version of menudo.
Menudo?
Yeah.
So it's like tripe?
No,
But it's like fried up.
intestines.
Is it intestines? See, fuck you! Don't make me eat intestines. You're not supposed to eat that shit. That's where the poop goes through. That's why it smells like shit when you process it. You go. Here's the thing. I try very hard as a straight. By the way, I'm not a Trump supporter, despite what my. I'm working the whole room, Caesar. Don't take that personally. Despite what my girlfriend says, I'm not a Trump supporter. I try very hard not to be a racist person. I do come from a racist background. I experienced my dad being racist one time when I was a super little kid, and I didn't even recognize it for what it was. I was at home, and a little kid knocked on the door and asked my dad if we wanted to buy some tamales. No. My dad was like, fuck off, and he like, get out of here. And I was like, why didn't we buy some tamales? I like tamales. And he said, they're probably got cat meat in them. And like from then until I was probably like 12 or 13, I thought that Mexican people ate cat meat. And it's not funny, JT. Racism is wrong. Hate hurts.
I grew up on the border.
But I had to like ask. I had to ask a Mexican friend, like, hey, do you guys eat cat meat? Like I thought it was just like a cultural thing. And my dad did that to me, so I had to talk to my dad, like, hey, fuck you for that, dude. Like that's not cool. So if anybody wants to like dispel any notions that I might have later on after the show, we can talk. Caesar, you guys, anybody that's not me, B, like, I'm trying to do a podcast. Listen, we have common ground. That dude's got a sick bandana. I've got a sick bandana. We can have a conversation on that. I'm just trying to bridge gaps, you guys. I'm super high. I want everybody to like me.
You're great.
Am I doing good?
Yeah.
B, will you give me pussy eating lip tips later? Like, no? Come on, man. I'm trying to please my lady. I'm a considerate lover. That's why I had the pineapple juice earlier. I went floppy the other day because she owes me a nut. It was too hot in her room. I went floppy the other day, so yeah. So I'm loading up. I'm saving up, and I'm drinking lots of pineapple. You guys, it's gonna be tropical, baby. All right, I'm out of here. I'm John Brown. Thanks a lot, guys. I love you. Thanks for letting me tell jokes. It's been like 4 months. Give it up for JT. Woo!
just really looking forward to the day that we're gonna start like a bowling league, and I'm gonna get my rug stolen. Big Lebowski, never mind. All right, so we are nearing the end of our show, and this is what we are here to present. So we have our sphericated coconut milk in each one of the glasses. Now we're going to put a shot of toasted I'm putting half of a shot so it's not overpowering, because this is actually pretty strong syrup. Not THC strong, even though it's that strong too, but flavor-wise, it's very strong. Oh, I totally forgot to talk about terpenes for you. So terpenes,
oh shit!
Let's take a minute. Terpenes are the chemicals in the flower that gives it its smell. So each little terpene has its own medicinal properties and brings benefit to the product that you're consuming. So typically by the time you get to edibles with the decarboxylation and everything, you're cooking off a lot of the terpenes. You still retain a few of them, but it's not as integral as whenever you're smoking it. So, back to the drinkage. We're going to put half of an ounce in each glass. So each one of these half ounces is about 50 milligrams. And I've got one here for each of our performers tonight. So there we go. We've got the good stuff added. Now we're going to finish it off with some pineapple Fanta.
Like curdled milk
Just
and
for
Fanta.
John. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to finish it off with pineapple Fanta. The little balls, we're going to float around in there. And it is going to give each of you a beautiful infused experience. Alright, and there we go. If you'd like to come up and get a drink, I'll give it a little swizzle.
Beautiful.
A little swizzle.
That's beautiful.
So it seems that...
I'll come up, I'll have a say.
Shut up! I gotta work tomorrow.
You'll feel amazing in the morning.
Yeah.
No. Hey, no means no. Let me
There you go.
exercise agency over my own body. My body, my choice.
Alright, we've got one more. Peggy. And there you go.
It's amazing.
I would like to
Amazing.
taste it.
Alright, does it taste like a pineapple upside down cake?
It actually tastes like a butterscotch lollipop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's the
amazing.
Fanta.
So good.
Yeah, usually I make it with pineapple juice, but John drank it all, so I had to get some Fanta. So thank you for coming out tonight, everybody. Thank you for your patience and understanding and everything. Let's bring Bleezus Khrist up here.
Yeah!
You got a little swap for USB.
Yeah.
That's the loudest you got?
Little something to try to wake everybody up.
Oh yeah! I just know how it works, man. Wake me
I'm
up.
getting slumped and shit. I'm kind of faded right now, but whatever the fuck was in that drink. I drink a lot, so I'm like, I don't know where the fuck you put it. Hey, B-A-N-D-S, I got B-A-N-D-S, I got bands, I got bands, I got bands, I got bands, I got the bands, I got the bands, I got the bands, I got the bands, I got B-A-N-D-S, I got B-A-N-D-S, I got bands, 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 I got bands. I got. You really wanna play big bank, take little bank, I doubt it. You really think with that little weight you got, you making profit? That's a shame. All this money I got can't fit in no wallet. What's a bank? All I know the stash is where I make deposits. Swear I can't stop going hard. I might have changed, but I ain't changed. Just for $1. I had to change or make a way. Wait for tomorrow. Say here I made it from afar. I paid the cost and I ain't sorry, cause I got a lot of yeah. Sounds like it's messing up, like extreme too much, or you hear like a bang.
It might be four shortage, but sound like a little
NDS, like hey,
it might be because of the hot part.
I got. Shout out my man, cause he took a chance. Money in advance, got me doing what I want. Got me doing what y'all can. But before he put me on, I was already the man. Now he got me looking strong, sitting on a couple things. Swear I can't stop going hard. I tried it once but couldn't do it. That itch was hard. Word to my mom, my pocket's large and getting larger. Say here I made it from afar. I paid the cost and I ain't sorry, cause I got a lot of beat. A-N-D-S, I got beat. A-N-D-S, I got beat. A-N-D-S, I got beat. A-N-D-S, I got bands, 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 I got hey. Then we gonna slow it down a little bit. Get that one out, yeah. It's already on there, so appreciate it. I tend not to cuss too much in my music. I tend to try to be different as I can. That actually has a video on YouTube, and the last song I'm gonna give that video on YouTube. I got this one and one more. I get that water that I left over there. I think this was mine. I was woken from a dream when I thought that I was dead, and no one told me what it means. I tried to get it out my head, but sometimes life gon' change, and I ain't trying to point no blame, but everything could be so simple. You gotta live it up. You gotta live it up. You better live it up. You better live it up. I hope you live it up. I hope you live it up. I want you to live it up. I want you to live it up. Yeah. Fun fact number one, you can be so much more than you think. On the top floor, don't sing. Flow gang, dope gang, swear that the whole gang know they ain't seen it. Every single soul got demons. If I said it, they know that I mean it. That don't ring the bell, I know it's slicky. That don't mean I'm a jump ship. Receive the things that everyone gets. I'm at the place where only one sits. Like I'm the only one that won't quit. Like I'm the only one that wants this. Crazy how confusing love gets. Criticizing, I ain't done shit. So live your life, it's only one giving, yeah. I was looking for a dream when I thought that I was dead. No one told me what it means. I tried to get it out my head, but sometimes life gon' change, and I ain't trying to point no blame. But everything could be so simple. You gotta live it up. You gotta live it up. You better live it up. You better live it up. I hope you live it up. I hope you live it up. I want you to live it up. I want you to live it up. Yeah. 5 months since I recorded. This is a lot. The altitude makes it a little bit harder for us tall people. That's why you fucking. I was looking for a dream when I thought that I was dead, and no one told me what it means. I tried to get it out my head, but sometimes life gon' change, and I ain't trying to point no blame. But everything could be so simple. You gotta live it up. You gotta live it up. You better live it up. You better live it up. You better. Want you to live it up. I want you to live it up. Clap for me one time. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I got one more. It's called Imagine Me. This song is doing a lot of numbers right now. It's got like 25,000 views on Facebook. It's got like almost 20 on YouTube and stuff. It's got a nice video to it too. And it's really old, so I just did the video not too long ago, so it was kind of like doing some old shit. Getting it back. It worked out swimmingly. Just type in Bleezus Khrist, imagine me. As long as you know how to spell it, you'll be good. Get y'all spelling at the end real quick. Hey. Imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored, there's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all, they know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Cause I want it all, imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored, there's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all, they know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Success on my mind and I can't seem to focus on nothing else. Remember the times when I couldn't depend on nobody else. No handouts, no gimme that's, no free rides. So to make sure that we eat right, I bust moves in my free time. I want it way more than I got. Ain't nobody tell me to stop. I can't just be sitting here looking at clocks. Netflix and chill, I'm on top of a yacht. Girl by my side in a bag full of pop. Look up at the sky, sit back and I stop. Yeah, sometimes I even get lost. Yeah, tripping inside of my thoughts. Yeah, must have forgotten they presence. I'm gifted like what you can sit in the box. They want me to sit in the box. I'm thinking too out of the box. I want to see more than they trying to show, like a virgin still wearing the top. I thought they would know this is how it would go, but I'm guessing apparently not. Imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored, there's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all, they know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Cause I want it all, imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored, there's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all, they know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Cause I want it all. There's gotta be more than just playing the role that somebody gave it. Cause everyone know if you never had dough, it'll probably change it. Imagine a miracle happening right here, right now, in front of you. They overlooked me, so I ran up under them. They will never say I got too comfortable. Still trying to eat, I need more than a Lunchable. Bring me a bunch of them, I need another one. I ain't never been too good at trusting them guys. Still looking past when I'm touching the sky. I know in my mind, I'm trying to describe it. Wherever it is, like there's another one. I'ma keep shining so high in the climb. And where you can find me, I'm feeling it. What's the chance? Message in a can, drifted to me from a distant land. Told me Bleezus, I'm your biggest fan. Lyrics always crystal off the pen. Diamonds when I'm rhyming, if I'm lying, they're gonna put me up against the man. I uppercut the up and coming man. Too hungry, I don't think they understand. Imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored. There's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all. They know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Cause I want it all. Imagine me standing on top of the world with a telescope, searching for more, hoping to find what I'm knowing inside is whatever though. I get high when I'm bored. There's gotta be more than this life that they seem to be telling me. That's nothing at all. They know that I'm gonna pay the price when it comes to the better things. Cause I want it all. Hey, that's my time. I wish I could have gave y'all some more energy, but I just focus on the words at this point.
I knew it was a goddamn chord.
Oh yeah.
No, you're good. It's alright, fucked up your set. Oh no, you're good.
And how you spell that is BLEEZUSKHRIST. You type that in on Google, hopefully more than just description.
Allegedly.